We will do that. Good morning at the toy box again. Drove the hog today. Today's plan is to get these three bad boys on a platform, as well as getting this stuff out here so we can get this toy box back to kind of its prime again, where it's not looking so much like this. I'll show here quickly. The ladies are all good to go. They're all on float chargers. Most of them are cleaned up. I gotta clean the Viper, gotta clean both of these, gotta clean the C1, GT500, the Camaro. I gotta clean them all. Okay, it's not as ready as I thought it would be, but at least they're all here for the most part, except for the S65, and then the M4 did come in. It's bought and paid for, financed, but it's getting clear wrapped on the 4th, I think. So this next week I'll have it here. You'll see it here probably in the next week's video. But look at this Challenger, that needs to be cleaned up. That's here and ready to go. Ladies are looking good. I gotta get this thing out. Might need new tires though. So the goal today is to get, I don't think we're gonna touch this. I think we have just a few things to do on here. Then we can get this out of the way. I wanna get this stuff out of the way too. We got a couple weeks till we throw a Halloween party every year, and I wanna get this stuff kind of cleaned up. But the goal today, I think, should be, Warren Stewart, is to get these three platforms put together, completed. We were missing some bolts last week. Where's our little cart? We have a cart somewhere around here. But we were missing bolts last week to finish up those three platforms, and those are what's going to be for that. I don't know what it's called. I'm just calling it the Hydra platform over there. It's got three little pumpkin heads that kind of come out. I actually don't know what they do. We'll find out. There's a ton of, look at these. Sweet. There's a ton of airlines on this thing. It's a lot more than I thought. I think there's like 10 per, something like that. Yeah, look at all this. That's a lot of movement, and I don't think it goes side to side. I think it goes, I mean, we'll find out. I think it goes up, out, down, back in. So that's 4 of them. And then there's 6 more, so the head must do a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe the head rotates, maybe it's the mouth. We'll find out. But this is going to be a pretty complicated one, because like all the other guys, here, I'll show you. They all come into one. There's one that's complete. I'll show you Helga. They all come into one, I guess, central control panel. And it looks, this is a mess, we're gonna redo this, but it looks like this. At this is a much smaller scale. There's only 4 lines on this one, but there's more. This one only has 4, but you know, there's solenoids, there's valves, there's boo boxes it's called, and there's electrical. Since we don't want to have, well, we can't, how would we transport it? We can't have all 3 of these on one giant platform like this. That's why we're making 3 smaller ones. And the size of this control panel, you can see it right here, is just massive. I think we take whatever the central pumpkin is and put him on a platform with the power station, I guess I don't know what to call it, manifold, and then butt up the other 3, so it's going to be kind of like a triangle maybe. And then we'll have to probably have some quick disconnects that go from the main one to the little side panels, but we'll figure that out as we go. We're gonna get this guy cleaned up, not cleaned up, off of here, so we can get this cleaned up and get this stuff out of here. But for now, I'm gonna start going on these platforms over here. And this one's all set, I think, for probably this big pumpkin guy, or we're gonna put Helga and Long Dong onto here. This one's all set, just needs to be painted. Those pig heads are gonna come, so he's already got them staged. Gonna come right here, and it's just gonna be like a foreground, kind of like these things. You know, you'll be able to see them, but just in addition to the scenery on here. That's the fun part about this too, is putting all the fancy stuff on there, like the moss and the netting and the fake blood and stuff like that. It really brings the props to life. All right, let's get going on some of this stuff. Taking a real quick break from the props, or the platforms. We got 2 of them done. The boys been working on getting some heads onto this platform just to kind of dress it up. And we're debating on how to put these little bones, if we want to add them to them or just...
I like that, Stuart.
I like that too. And then maybe Travis is a little more horizontal.
It's time
like slightly, yeah, like that.
for you to die.
Yeah, it's not like perfectly, perpendicular.
What the hell are you doing here? Get off my
That's good.
land before I make you squeal like a stuck pig, boy.
We're gonna put one of the bones or something on his pitchfork too.
Come here.
Yeah, we'll add some more blood and stuff.
Let me stick you in my pitchfork.
Well, maybe. I'd probably put it on his pitchfork.
He's gonna put a head on there, on the pitchfork.
Yeah, so then we want to get like some blood dripping. Kind of like how the pigs have them, see it?
It'd be kind of cool to drip onto the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Actually. Hey, maybe that pig head can drip some blood down on the pumpkin.
I'll put it back. It doesn't gotta be perfect. Like
This one could kind of be...
Get off my land before
Well, let's
I
take
make
these
you
out when we
squeal
transport,
like a
otherwise
stuck
this guy's
pig,
not going to be able to bend down.
My
Looks
heart
good.
needs some freedom.
Alright, should we finish up this last one? Got the wrench right here if you need it. Oh. Just got them vice grip fingers. There's a little clamp right there if you need it. Okay, boys working on... Oh, that's right, they're working on painting now. So we're gonna paint...
Where's the gloves?
Stuart, I think they're underneath the kitchen sink. Gonna paint this platform and stain the box. Paint under there. Hopefully it shouldn't drip. But once you paint these things, you guys see, it makes a big difference. It's kind of everything kind of goes away at night. We always cut off these bolts, get them underneath a certain height for the 2x4s that we end up stacking up here to make our channels. So Travis can come out here and cut them off, and then we'll get them back inside, and then we'll get these. There you go. Yeah, get a little guard action. Excited to get the Rage Long Dong on the platform. This guy's pretty aggressive. We could put him with the mutant guy over here behind Helga, but I think we're gonna put Helga and... Oh no! That's right, I think we are gonna put him with the mutant. And we're gonna put Helga and the clown, which is out of his box, onto this platform. We got Cat in house doing some staining on the boxes. That's how this will turn out.
I did pretty good on this side.
Yeah, it looks good. Nice work. And we got Stuart over here putting the final touches on the greeter, painting these blocks. See, that's how it just blends in, just ends up going away. At night it's even harder to see. Now before we bring in the other 3 platforms to start working on the Hydra prop, we got to do some tweaking on the old Frankenstein, who we had retrofitted a couple months back. Ended up taking off this piston because it was a huge one. If you remember the videos from before, this thing just slammed down and that piston ended up basically getting ruined. So we're doing some tweaking of the air lines. Adjustments to
cheap ass pizza again. If you guys are hungry for something else for lunch,
let's do something else.
chicken wingies.
Alright, so I'm going to screw this in.
You want to just loosen it up.
It's loose.
Yeah, so then we can move it back and forth.
Right.
I presume that if you thread it in, it's going to stop the flow.
Bastard. Okay, I just need electrical.
Okay.
Is this plugged in?
Yeah.
Alright, let me screw these. Let me screw these in. So we're trying to control the speed with. play. Alright, here he goes. Don't have any audio. Alright. I turned it way down. That's better. Watch out, here it comes.
Better.
That's like perfect, isn't it?
Maybe a little bit lighter. And then going out too, maybe a little bit lighter. If there is such a thing.
It is, yeah. It was already pretty gentle.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Turn it down just a little bit more.
Okay.
I got it tight, I think. It's so weird without any sound. Okay. Watch your head. I think that's good.
Nice.
I think that's good. So, what we did, I don't know if I got that on film before, but it slammed pretty hard before, and it was just, that's what beat up the piston before, so we had to retrofit it to a smaller one. So we just control the air. That'll control how violent it goes up and down. I think it's good.
You bet. Cycle it one more time there, kid. Good job.
Make sure it's nice and
You'll
tight.
have to put those little nuts, and tighten them up then, right?
Yeah, I got them pretty tight right now, I think.
Okay.
I'll just do one more.
That's just so they don't move, through,
Yeah. It's really tight in here. Here comes Pa. Pa.
I have another half a second.
I think it's good. So it's moving on these things. Okay, we're gonna bring in the platform and get these guys going. These ones are a little complicated because we're not sure what they do. We got one piston here. Might be one hidden right here. I think it's hard to tell. But they have 10 lines. So the push and pull. So it'd be like a push out, pull out, pull out, up down. I'm not sure if the head rotates, the mouth, what it does, but there's 6 different movements that it does, or 5 different movements, 10 airlines. This is gonna be pretty intense, I think. And they got kind of beat up. Are these from Scare Factory also?
Yes.
Yeah, so just like the other one, you guys had a few comments. These things came in a little beat up. Underneath here, there's some tears that we noticed. You can see this little puncture right here. We're gonna have to, I don't know, patch it or RTV or grate stuff to foam. Yeah, maybe a combination of the two. They came in a little beat up. Not too happy about that, but we'll make it work. Look at the size of this freaking control board. Yeah. So they call them Gordo. What is it? Queen and King. We happen to put them in the right order, so they call this one Queen. That little tank says Gordo. No, King's right here. King's the big dog.
And we got wires pulled out, unfortunately, here.
wires pulled out?
Yeah, we lost the white and we lost the black, so I had to figure out where did those wire in.
Phillips.
Damn. Here's the little quick disconnects we made up. Did you Teflon these? Oh, these are still loose.
Yeah, they're still loose.
So this is what's going to connect the left and right prop to the center control board. Viking start off the game with a nice pick 6. Way to go. The manifold is pretty complicated. I mean, it's simple, right? Because they color code everything. But there's a lot of tension, so we're putting these extensions on. That's what these are here for. Big extensions for the bigger line. But we're going to try this thing here pretty soon and see how it works. I'm curious how we're going to do the electrical, because each prop has one of these, but we only have this one electrical thing that I could find at least. It's coming off. This goes to the eye. Yeah, we only have one electrical line that we need to figure out if this is done right, because these came out. See, a bunch of this type of stuff. We got to find out where it goes. This is going to be a fun one, I think. I'm curious if these guys interact with each other or what happens. Yeah, they're mean looking. Once you get this platform painted black, it'll look even better. And they might throw some little leaves and stuff on down here. Maybe they can like rest on a pile of leaves or something. What do you guys think of that? Disguising this with just... We got a bunch somewhere around here. There you go. Got a bunch of leaves somewhere around here that we'll throw on here. Maybe not that big because it's more green leaves. But I guess when leaves fall, they end up turning color.
I wonder where the speakers are. There's probably those little, these things growl, I know. They do have audio.
Oh boy. Get some pressure going. Hope these things don't fly forward. Be prepared to take off the air. Oh, they're floating.
That's at about 30 psi right now.
Yeah, I put up to like 70. That must be the resting.
I think they're resting, yes. Right now it's at about 30 psi. These things are going to have to bolt down.
Yeah. If you keep it like this, we should take off the electrical and bolt them down where we think where they should be, you know?
Well, that's kind of seeing. So they're going to fire up again.
Damn, Vikings should be 14-3 right now. But no.
Yep.
Messing around with the air a little bit. Are you taking the air off?
No, not enough pressure.
Yeah, you're messing up their jaws. I say we leave it and we bolt them down.
Yeah.
Alright, we're getting these things lined up properly, so I decided just to kind of straddle this line just to give it some more strength, and brought it as far forward as we could. Made it even on both left to right. And we added, just like the other one, these boards. Where are they? There we go. Let's give it a little bit more support. Should have put that one up against here, but whatever. Just to sandwich it together. And now I just drilled these guys. I probably just put one board in there because see there's one hole right there, and then there's the other one. You can't see, but it's, I can't even see, it's somewhere in there. So I'll just use one board and get those two properly secured. That's what goes onto these back ones. Each one of these platforms takes, each one of these frames I should say, takes 6 bolts to straddle it down, or to strap it down. Okay, we got one done. There's how that turned out. We got our little supports underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna go cut some of these boards. We need a whole bunch of them. Need the GoPro Z, you know what I'm saying? Behind the scene action, so that looks like. I was gonna move the trailer outside so we have some wiggle room. Need me to move that bike? All right, just for now.
Yeah.
Okay, we got these 3 bolted down. And what's the pressure at, 90? We got Stuart and Kat doing some staining in the background.
So we don't have audio hooked up yet.
We have no audio.
No audio, no lights. Just hydraulics.
What does that look like? Gary's calling me.
Is this thing going still?
JD! Hey, it's good to hear your voice. We're gonna clamp the backside. This is probably what the prop is gonna look like when it's set up at my house. We talked about maybe like separating them a little bit so they kind of shoot off in different directions, but we'll see how, we haven't even seen how this thing operates yet. But we'll hopefully see right now.
I need more pressure. What? Needs more pressure. They're all crashing down. Just have something off the stand side, so. Rods are working.
What do they do?
What's that?
I wonder what they do. Do they talk?
Yeah, they growl and they grunt and they snort. And then they have lights on inside.
It's maxed out at 120 psi. This thing's gonna need, I think, 120 psi. This thing takes a lot of air, a lot of volume to operate. But now we're gonna try getting the speakers hooked up. We just gotta figure out.
2 to here and then 1 in the line out there. Maybe. Yeah, well, let's see if we have sound.
Say we roll it with that.
Maybe all it takes is 1, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of a combined sound.
It's all in the one audio track.
Yeah.
That's what the lights look like. It's kind of cool.
Got lights on 1.
On one, yeah, the one that we have plugged in.
Okay, let's take a look at this now.
Still, this guy's like struggling for air, it seems like. He slams himself down, but maybe that's part of it.
Like the mouth just doesn't open up, and maybe it's a little loose underneath, or something got.
I think it's just capacity.
Yeah, when he was laughing, it was. No, mouth was moving. I think, yeah, one speaker, same one as the box.
We can put 2 boxes on there and just parallel them. Get extra sound, kind of point them like that.
If it's easy to do.
Yeah, it's easy to do. I can do anything electronically. We got 1 light on.
I like it.
Plenty of room.
Yeah, we're good. This guy's all done now that we adjusted the air I guess, restriction of the flow, and then added these little pads down here, just as a cushion.
Turned out really good for.
Yeah, we're gonna decorate it up a little bit more. We have a bunch of this extra cabling like this. We're gonna eventually somehow wrap it around these guys. We just can't interfere with the table at all. But I'll probably put some cabling up.
And we got all the other props we can glue to it too, you know.
Yeah.
Heads and stuff.
Yep.
It's gonna roll quick. This guy, I don't think it's gonna fit. Yeah, it should. So, it needs to. It doesn't need to. Barely. The hat clears, the porch clear. That area.
Good thing we got the tall garage doors.
Looks a lot lower. This looks like 12 foot.
It's not gonna make it. I think it was stuck from paint. Look at that. Genius idea. Traveling like this. Got to make some room in the extra toy box. Mini box. Well, I guess we didn't think of the height in this side, huh?
You're gonna try it, Chris? Yeah. More hands on this. More hands on this. Got the weight there, Travis. Yep. Needle make up weight. And the porpoise on the other side.
Is she gonna hit?
Watch out the train there, Chris. Plenty of room.
You're good, you're good.
Plenty of room. Started ripping the board up trying to pull it. Come here. Oh, yeah. Looks cool. From all the way.
Almost like we planned this side.
Yeah, we did it on purpose, right?
Yeah.
That was intentional. Oh, this crap. That fan. We didn't film this, but that thing sucked to install. We did that ourselves. Thing's like 400 pounds. This is a good example of the extra stuff that we put on here. To hide this box, we put this tombstone on here last year, but then also add a whole bunch of moss. And I built this out of grate foam. Probably could paint that a little more black. You see some of the foam coming through the mesh. Looks pretty good though. But that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. I say decor it, like decorate it. With some moss on top of here. Yeah, we drilled them all out and put them on here.
So I gotta put a second coat on those again, but
That guy goes back just like that.
there you go.
Cool. Hopefully the paint doesn't make them stick. Yeah, I like it.
Then our two skeleton heads go behind them.
Yep.
They're drying right now. So this guy is virtually done. You know, just gotta
Look at
modify that board a bit.
Look at that damn seam.
Yeah.
Seams again?
Yeah, we've had this fixed twice
Right
now.
across the center there.
Check out the PaFur hot shirt. You already know. Had this made by my boy, Sean. We utilized this prop and the witch and some skeletons for that.
He's done.
That's our mascot.
Yeah, we are here.
I'm gonna be the live prop under there.
Still got this guy to do, a bunch of stuff over here. I'm probably going to repurpose that platform for Rage and the Mutant. But this is how this one turned out, guys. Just got to paint it, get the lines figured out as for, because you guys know we do this mobily, and this isn't going to move as one platform, but we only have one control panel, so we can either separate the control panel, which is not the right idea, or create some extensions to go from the left and right platform to the middle. Got the audio. We're thinking about doing a. Do you want to do the stereo type thing, or just do one? It's probably okay with just one.
Could be, but we could do a split easily enough.
Yeah.
And point them out the back.
Alright. She needs a new exhaust. Alright, well, that was about 8 hours of work. I'm going to end this video here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. As always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. God, it's bright.